Y'all had some great suggestions, so let's keep the ghost train rolling. Here are 3 more of Mississippi's creepiest stories. Number 3, the Camp Shelby prisoners of war. During World War II, nearly 2,300 German prisoners of war were kept here at Camp Shelby in Mississippi, and they were not happy about it. The prisoners clung to the belief that Germany would eventually invade the United States, and so to prepare, they dug within the woods just outside Camp Shelby an enormous swashbuckle sign, which they planned to fill with fuel and tinder to set on fire if German bombers ever entered the area. They hoped to use that signal to guide the planes towards Camp Shelby in order that it could be destroyed. And still today, within those woods, you can find the remains of that project. Number 2, King's Tavern in Natchez. King's Tavern is the oldest standing building in the city of Natchez, and Natchez is the oldest settlement on the Mississippi River. The tavern was a frequent stop for some of the South's most notorious villains, including the Harp brothers, 2 of the most violent and vile thieves to ever enter Mississippi. I'll be doing an entire video on them later. In the 1930s, as workers were restoring part of the tavern, they discovered 3 skeletons and a knife sealed within one of the tavern walls. One of the skeletons belonged to a woman believed to have been a beautiful young barmaid who once worked at the tavern and had an affair with the tavern's owners. When the affair was discovered, the young woman was unalived by the tavern owner's wife and sealed within the walls. Her ghost, along with the ghosts of the Harp brothers, are said to haunt the tavern to this day. And number 1, the Three-Legged Ghost of Columbus, Mississippi. On Nash Road, just outside of Columbus, there's a spot that's said to be haunted by a ghost of a woman with 3 legs, 2 natural and 1 sewn to her body. The origin of the 3rd leg differs between storytellers. Some say that it once belonged to a lover. Others say that it belonged to a daughter of the woman who met a very grisly end. And others say that it has something to do with satanic rituals that were practiced at a nearby church. While the origin of the leg may change from story to story, the rules for meeting the ghost are always the same. At a spot on Nash Road, you're to take your car, turn off the engine, flash your lights 3 times, honk your horn 3 times. You'll then know the ghost is there when she begins banging on the roof of your car. That sound means the game has begun, and now you must race the ghost to the end of Nash Road. If you win, you escape with your life. If she wins, you now belong to her. Mississippi's ghost stories are some of my favorites, so if there's any details that I missed on any of these, or if there's another story that you think I should investigate next, please let me know in the comments.